Sympathy for the devil. Society seems to be full of it, as well as the various contradictions which that entails. We have sympathy for the drug user, but not the drug dealer, often leading to criminal sentences that favor rehabilitation for the user, but prison terms for the drug dealer. We don't have sympathy for murderers unless they're murdering pedophiles. For example, with Gary Plouse, the father of a son who was sexually violated by a man whom he later ambushed at an airport and shot dead in the side of the head. He was given 5 years of probation. We don't have sympathy for the cartel leader, but we do have sympathy for the cartel member, or do we? At some point during my daily doom scroll through the cesspool that is my Instagram algorithm, I stumbled upon the following. This is an advertisement, most likely comedic in nature, at least I hope, asking for people to join the South American cartel. Now, is this advertisement real? I mean, probably not, but that prompted me to ask, how does the cartel recruit new members? If you're an adult, it's most likely one of two ways, either A, through connections, or B, through deception. I've seen stories of adults being given free drugs on loan that the cartel would place the cost for on their fictional tab. Free drugs that the user would get addicted to, run up their tab, and then when they're asked to pay it back, the sum that they owe would be insurmountable. The only recourse that an average person has to pay back an enormous debt in a South American country with very few opportunities to progress economically is to work for the cartel. But that's if you're an adult. But what if you're a child? Well, as sick as it sounds, the cartel actually prefers to hire children for a variety of different reasons that are very logical, but highly unethical. Firstly, they're very impressionable and are able to be molded into the model mule, which the cartel is looking for and to employ for decades upon decades. Second, they're loyal. If you take a child away from his home and introduce him to a gang of cartel members who he is sworn to pledge allegiance to, and that's all he's ever going to know for his entire childhood, then what else does he have to be loyal to? Third, they're less likely to be suspected of criminal activity given their age. I mean, you just tell me who looks more guilty, this guy or this guy. Fourth, if and when they get caught, they face much more lenient penalties than their adult counterparts when convicted for the exact same crimes. And last but not least, they're disposable. In regards to children, they're coming out with new models literally every single day, every single second. So hiring children for a criminal organization is a cheat code to infinite employees for the syndicate. Reuters recently did a piece on a girl who was recruited to the cartels at 11 years old. During their interview, she refused to disclose how many people she murdered during her time spent in the cartel, but she did disclose an incident from when she was 12 years old that involved kidnapping, torture, and murder. This is a crime which she committed along with other accomplices of the same cartel that were around the same age as she was. Fortunately, she escaped the cartel and she is now studying to be a lawyer in Mexico at the age of 20. So, do you have sympathy for the devil? She went from being a brainwashed child killer to a budding lawyer. Does she deserve to be praised or condemned? Let me know what you think in the comments.